Within Acumatica, we're making it even easier for companies that have multiple subsidiaries, multiple companies that are all related to one another, to buy and sell services back and forth. So one of the things that they can do is they can provide services to a related company. Previously, within Acumatica, we had the ability to automate the calculation of due to and due from entries. Now we have the ability to actually create a corresponding AP bill after we enter an AR invoice in a related company. Just to give you an idea of what I'm going to be doing here, we have Company 1 and Company 2 with branches underneath of them. In this case, we're going to be creating a transaction where Company 1 is performing a service for Company 2 and needs to bill them for that particular service. So let's switch over to the demonstration now. And you'll see that one of the new areas I have is in branches. So I'm going to open up my branch for Company 1. That's my product wholesale company, is going to be Company 1. In here, you'll see there's a new action. I've created a vendor, and I can even extend this to be a customer. So if I go in and pretend I'm converting this to a customer, I have the ability to assign a customer class which specifies the correct accounting entries in the case that I'm going to sell to products wholesale. The important takeaway here is that now branches can be customers and vendors, which is going to make it very easy for me to go ahead and generate intercompany transactions with the proper accounting as well as all the paperwork. So let's go show an example. Let's go create a new invoice, and our new invoice is going to be for our services company. So you'll see that there's a lot of things with the word service in them, but I'm going to go build this to Services East. And I can go in and set up a transaction. Let's do some labor that I'm performing, and we'll do a project manager. Now, just like all other features associated with an actual customer, I can have specific pricing set up for my intercompany transactions. So just like that, I've entered a transaction that's causing a billing transaction to be done from my products company to my services company. Now in the past, you used to have to be able to do these through import and export scenarios. Now I can release the transaction, and I have two possibilities for creating the transaction in my related company. Option 1 is I can go generate the document directly from this particular screen. Option 2 is there's a processing screen that allows me to go do that for all my different companies. So if I want this to happen automatically, I can make that happen through a scheduled process. In this case, I'm just going to go ahead and do it manually. Now, as I switch over, you'll notice that now I've got an AP bill created, and you'll notice that the branch is the Services East. You'll also notice that in the financial details, Services East is the originating company of this. So it's just like I switched companies and was able to create the equal and opposite transaction to make this happen. I have the option to generate this transaction on hold, or I also have the option to create it in a balanced state. Notice that when I put it into balanced, I first have an approval so that my related company can validate that this is the indeed correct transaction that they want to process.